Alright. I let this thing run for a few minutes, and I had a couple of small elm twigs here, and I did throw them on top. So I did add a little bit more, but not very much. Anyway, it's been burning about 15 minutes now. There's still a big chunk of elm in there, and there's still a big chunk of pine right there, and it's still burning. I think the J-tubes that I'm used to, I think after 15 minutes they'd pretty much be burnt out, or pretty close to burnt out, or you'd have to restock them by then. This one's still going, so it's a little more capacity than a J-tube. I noticed that this brick here, I can put my hand right on it. The second brick is getting hot, but I can still put my hand on it also. The granite is cold. I found this chunk of wood here, and just to demonstrate what a difference it would make, I would want my door to be with a big air gap on the bottom. And what that does is it sucks the air in underneath the burn grate. See the burn grate down there? It lets the air in underneath of the fire, and you still have enough air there for your rockety burn. That's the type of door I would want, but I would probably build a whole door on a hinge. I don't know what to do yet, but I would want the air to come in the bottom like that. You can hear it. I think it's very beneficial, so it doesn't smoke back, for one, and so it closes the batch box, for two, and it lets the air in the bottom where it should be, three. Oh shit, that piece of wood caught right on fire. Anyway, it helps when you put the door there and let the air in underneath, it helps a lot. So 15, 16, 17 and a half. It's been burning, almost creeping up on 20 minutes, I think. 17 and a half minutes. Now, I got old Trusty out here. Yesterday I only burned it for like 10, 15. So today, let's check the temperature on this brick here. $213. 213. Wow, the exact same temperature between both those bricks. Up front where the cold air comes in, it's only 203, 208. I bet you she's hot. I bet you that half brick, I bet you that's hot. 225 on the outside here. Ooh, it's getting hot. Anyway, the external temperatures are around 200, but I don't know if that means anything. Check the ground over here. 81 in the sun. I'm gonna check the ground about 1 inch away from the stove. 78 in the shade. So it hasn't warmed the ground up much, but the sun's doing a good job. It's penetrating today. Ooh, that's hot. Alright, let's check the inside wall, temperature of the inside wall, or maybe the floor, I don't know. Let's try the floor. 350, 378 max. Let's try the side wall. 530, 608 max. Max the gun out. The gun only goes to 608. That's as high as it goes. Error. On the back of the stove, max it right out, but that's normal. You want it to be above 900, like 1,000 degrees, so my gun won't go that high. I'm just gonna put my temporary makeshift door on here for a second and get the air flowing under the fire like it should be. I just hold it on there for a second and you can hear the difference that it makes. It's not going to be wide open like that, I can tell you that. It's way too big to be wide open. This is way bigger than the riser size. The cross-sectional area in here is way bigger because I wanted to make a batch box, something that I could load up. So yeah, it's way too big to leave it wide open. You have to put a door on it or a piece of glass over it or something. And I think, I can't remember, one of the other batch box builders there, he had a piece of glass that he would just put on there by hand. I'd like to have an actual door, but looks like it's slowing down a little. That granite there, she hasn't heated up at all. Not very much. Ooh, starting to get hot. Well, I'm just about out of memory time for this film, for this movie. But yeah, just some different variations. Different insulated riser, taller insulated riser, longer stove, burn grate. Yeah.